So now I get to talk with you about the 3 R's of successful trauma resolution. The first R is re-experiencing. The second R is releasing. And the third R is reorganizing. But before we get onto the path of the 3 R's of successful trauma resolution, we have to look at where we meet the people we serve, because they're not on the path yet. They're still caught in yet another R called reenactment. And the important part of that word is the act. It is the reenactment that causes the acting out behaviors, as they're often labeled, that bring people to our door. And what their brain literally is doing is reliving the trauma in the present moment without their thinking brain knowing it. And this reenactment is not a choice. It comes from the part of the brain we don't have conscious control over. And it feels like the trauma is happening all over again. It's a very lonely, frightening place to be. And when they're done, it may look like they have gotten some relief, but they have not. That person is caught in the trauma of the past and reliving it in the present moment. They don't feel safe. They are just as frightened now as they were when the trauma happened. And it's not a choice. It's not a relief. And it's something we actually can help them move beyond. Where the 3 R's of trauma resolution comes in is that the first one, re-experiencing, can happen depending on how we react to someone's reenactment. If we reflect the fear that we see and we honor that they had the courage to show us that fear, and we connect them with the fact that they're safe and in the here and now right now, we literally allow that person to re-experience that trauma, not from a place of being alone, but from a place of connection. So when you get to re-experience that trauma with a safe other, whether it's through drawing or writing, the person no longer feels alone in that moment. And it literally takes them off their hamster wheel of reenactment. You have helped heal their brain. So the second R is when we honor what they've done to survive, and that allows their brain to release their trauma from the central nervous system and put it in the memory center of the brain where it belongs. We are helping their brain release their trauma, and we're also giving them dignity for the survival they have already done that has gone unrecognized. And then the third R is my favorite, because once you've released it, you are aware that the trauma has happened, but it is no longer the central organizing feature of your life. Then all the energy your brain was taking up, keeping you in the past and looking out for the future and not allowing you to live in your present moment, is freed up for you to decide what you want for your present and your future. You literally now can connect with people, feel safe enough to reorganize your life around what you want your life to be.